everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Cut-aparts. I made these. Let's use them. Stay tuned. Y'all, welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for the wonderful ways that you support me and my channel. In the video where I rolled out that gorgeous green paper crafting pack, I shared with you this cut-apart page that I made, and I am just so doggone proud of it. Well, today we're going to take this cut-apart page and I'm going to use one of the cut-aparts in a project just to give you an idea of how you can use a sheet like this. So I'll let you see the project in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is? It's time to make it. Before I share today's project, I just want to take a moment to thank all of you who engage with my channel in a positive and respectful way. Unfortunately, some of you don't know how to do that, but for those of you who do, I truly do appreciate that you were raised to respect others and to treat others as you would like to be treated. So when you leave those positive comments and words of encouragement, or you take the time to support others in my comments, thank you so much. Y'all, aren't these just the cutest? And they're so cheery. They just make you smile. They make you want to take a note. And that's exactly what we have here. Notepads are a common thing that we make on the channel, and I thought it would be a great way of taking the cut-aparts and showing you how you can use the papers from that kit, or the papers that you might have in your own stash, cut-aparts you might have in your own stash, and create something equally as cute. So when we open it, we have these vibrant green notepads. We have two here, and they equal about 1/2 inch thick. This, when finished, measures 3 5/8 by 5 1/8 by 1/2 inch. Super easy to make. I didn't add any pockets or stickers to the inside of mine, but you can certainly do that to dress yours up as much as you want, or you can leave it plain the way that I have done here. But y'all, this is going to be very, very easy. So grab those cut-aparts and let's craft. So for today's craft, I'm going to be using an 8 1/2 by 11 inch piece, and I'll be using this polka dot. Several of you had questions about whether or not this was yellow or it was green. Well, it is actually a very pale green. So if you're looking for yellow, this is not yellow. On your TV, it might have that yellow look to it, but when you print this out and you look at it, you will know very quickly that it is a very pale green. Then I'm going to be using this on the inside, and we're going to use the cut-apart piece. Then I have these 3 1/2 by 5 inch writing tablets. Guys, I got these from the Dollar Tree, but you can find these anywhere. You don't have to have the same ones that I'm using here. They come 5 to a set, and I'm going to cut it off, and we're just going to use 2. And then I have 2 pieces of chipboard, and the pieces of chipboard both measure 3 5/8 by 5 1/8. So let's just go ahead and open this. And all of these have their own chipboard backers, so you can separate this and have 5 notepads that you can turn into a nice little craft on your own. But I'm just pulling them apart like that, and we're going to keep 2 of these together. I am going to take that 8 1/2 by 11 inch piece, and we're going to take the 2 pieces of chipboard and just place them down. And you don't have to have the paper crafting packs that I am making. You can use whatever you have in your stash. I'm sure you have some beautiful papers that will work for this project. So when I place down my second piece, I'm going to place it down with about 1/2 inch spacing in between. So there we go. Just going to take my finger blade, and we're going to trim off some of the excess paper. And I'll do the same thing here. I'm just going to trim away some of that excess. And now I'll just take my big old spatula and make sure I have everything nice and stuck. I'll use my stylus, press it against the chipboard, and just drive down into the paper to get a score. if you have a paper that's prone to cracking. That's something that you might do to help minimize that cracking. If you're using the Koala brand paper to print digital prints, I haven't found that paper has any cracking issues whatsoever. So I am just going to go in and miter, and by mitering, where we fold it over here and we fold over here, we're going to have an intersection, and we're basically just going to cut straight through that intersection. So then I'm going to take my tape runner and just add some tape on all four sides, and we will fold this over like this. And I'll just use my big old spatula to get everything nice and stuck. If you find that you have any pointies on the end, just take it and tap it down on your desk, and that'll help to get rid of those. So now we have our jacket cover. We need to go ahead and place the inside liner. My inside liner piece will be cut at 4 7/8 by 7 3/4. And you can do a test fit by laying it down like that, and you can see that we have a pretty good fit. So now I'm going to take my tape, and I'm going to place large pieces of tape to cover the chipboard. And then I'll place tape around the outer edge of the liner, and then we'll join these two together. You'll notice that I didn't put a center spine in. You can if you want. Sometimes when I'm making these little books, I like to leave the spine flexible so that I can bend it back with ease if I want. So I am going to take my tape and place tape around all four sides of this paper, and I will be right back. So now I'm going to peel away the tape backers from both this piece as well as the inside of the jacket, and we'll join the two. Alright, so now I can take my liner, and I am going to place my liner down like this. And I'll use my big old spatula to get that nice and stuck. And then we'll go in, and as always, y'all, we want to make sure that we are doing nice definition to that spine. So now I can take it and do it like this, and I can do it like this. And now we can take our notepad and just add it to the inside. Y'all, I'm making this a one and done. And I'm just going to add some glue to the back. And when I place it down, I'm going to place it close to the top and close to the spine, but not in the spine. So when I close it, it's going to look like that. So now I can open this, go on the back side, and get that nice and stuck. Then I'm going to bring in my cut apart page, and I'm just going to choose one of the cut aparts, and I think that I'm going to go with the one that says just a little note. So I'm cutting that out. Then I'll take some tape. Let's put some tape on the back. And I am just going to place this down with a nice little border. So when you hear me talking about a matte piece, this green would be considered a matte for me, because I am basically putting this piece on top because I want a nice matted look to it. Now I'm just going to cut this out. And we'll cut this out. And so now I just need to add some tape to the back. and we can place it down like this. Now let's say you wanted to sell these at a craft fair. Here's a very quick way to package. So I'm using a bag that is 4.5. So I'm just going to cut that cut apart piece to 4.5, and then I'm just going to score it in half. So now I can take my sweet little book and place it in my plastic cellophane bag. And then I can seal my bag. And now we can take this piece right here and place it on the top like that. So I'm just going to add some tape. So then we're just going to take this, and I'm going to try to place it straight. It might not be perfect, but we're going to call that good enough. And so then to finish it off, I have this little rose. I'm going to put that rose right there just as an embellishment piece. You can add as much as you want to yours in the way of decorating if you're selling these, but I am just going to keep it very simple by adding that little decorative element to the top. So there you have it, y'all. Just a nice little way to take those cut aparts and use them on a very functional project, and then take that functional project and package it to sell. So once you download this file, all of the files contained inside, you can print these as many times as you want. You can make as many things as you can think of. But even if you don't get the file, you have beautiful papers, you have beautiful cut aparts. Go ahead and make something like this. So my friends, thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I hope that you've liked this video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.